let's see what's in my Primark or Primark, depending on where you're from. Let's see what's in my Primark makeup collection. I was always an Elizabeth Arden / Lancome / Estee Lauder, Kiko, Max Factor and L'Oreal makeup woman. Those were the brands I always went to. But over the last few years, how I like my makeup, how I like to do it, most of it has changed. So I decided to get rid of the things that I no longer wanted, start again from fresh. And I've got to say that I think Primark is really doing well with their makeup products lately. So let's see what's in my collection. This is the carrier that I hold it all in. It's perfect with the little handle. I do love to stay in hotels a lot, so this comes in handy for just grabbing it and going. So let's see what's inside. This case is from Primark as well, but I don't think they have this one anymore. I think they have similar, but they don't exactly have this one. And inside it has a big pouch at this side and 2 separate inserts at the other side, so this can become one other large side and you can remove these, or like me, I like to separate things. And in here I keep this little makeup brush set. Again, everything from here, including the brushes, is from Primark. I don't think they do this brush set anymore either. I haven't even used this set yet, but this is the inside. It comes with 4 little brushes. They're so soft. As you can tell, haven't been used yet. Another thing I have is this sheet mask, the Cherry Brightening and Firming one. I love these sheet masks from Primark. They're so great for just doing one about 20 minutes to half an hour before you apply your makeup. I just find it helps your makeup glide on and actually look a little more glowy. This isn't in any order, I'm just doing this based on how I pull the things out. Next is this eyebrow pencil. I have really thin eyebrows and I like them being thin. I'm not into the whole big noticeable eyebrow trend. I'd rather have thin eyebrows. I just feel like it suits me a little better, but I do have to fill them in, and this pencil is probably one of the best ones I've ever tried for it, to be honest. Like I said, I don't like big noticeable filled in brows on myself, and I love that this one has this soft little brush on the end for helping to do that with. Then I have this is from the brand Catrice, that's available in Primark obviously. It's the Diamond Glaze lip gloss. I love the sheen that this gives my lips, especially if used on its own. It still gives that little glaze. I love that. I love a bit of sparkle in anything. This next one is an eyeliner. Again, it's brown. I don't like black eyeliner on myself. I feel like it washes me out too much. Brown is what I always go for, and when I do this, a lot of the time I like to smoke it out. And one of the things I hate doing it is applying eyeliner to my waterline. It's something, I don't know about it, it just doesn't matter how much makeup training I've had in my life, I can't do it. I have done it on myself, and I do it on myself obviously, but something about it just makes my skin crawl. Then I have a lip liner. Everyone I know loves the Primark lip liners, and I'm no different. This one is in the shade Taupe. Take the lid off and you can see, well used. As you can see, it's needing a little bit of a sharpen, and I think these are like 80 pence. That is so good compared to what you pay for one from another brand. Then I have this So Extra mascara. Like I said, I am a huge fan of the L'Oreal Lash Architect mascara. I do have that one also still, but this one I find is just as good. I like just a straight mascara brush. I'm not into these whole curved, bend, all of that. I just like a straight one, and I like to do my own style of applying mascara. Then I have this sweet blusher. It's in such a beautiful shade. Love the shade of this. It's not too bright, still noticeable, but doesn't look like you could stop traffic from a mile off, which is what I like. Again, with something sparkly, I have this limited edition sparkle lipstick. The case, how beautiful does that case look? That would look so good sitting on a dressing table. And this is what it looks like. You can see, if I move it, you can see the glitter, and it does, it actually applies on the lips like that. It's so nice. Love that, especially for a nice special occasion. You can never go wrong with a bit of sparkle. Next is a bronzer, and this is a nice matte bronzer. I used to love the number 7 Mosaic bronzer. I did find it changed after a while, and I was on the hunt for a new one. I'm not the type of person who just applies bronzer on certain areas. I think this comes from the early 2000s me, but I apply bronzer all over my face. I don't know, it's just I just find it looks better. Yes, I do it sparingly. I don't go all in and look neon, but I find that this one is perfect for that. It also helps to keep your makeup in place, I find. Then I have this neutrals palette. Again, the packaging just looks so beautiful. It has 12 shades, perfect shades. Even has a little eyeliner there in the corner. I loved using this colour up here as a base for then doing a brown smoky eye. And I think this was only like £5, which is great for an eyeshadow palette. Next is this loose setting powder. I do love the Chanel powder, and it does work wonders. It's so smooth on your skin, but it is very pricey. I'm not going to lie, it is very pricey, and this one is just as good. It has a sort of subtle cherry scent to it, and I find that it works just as well as the Chanel one. Next is this Pearl Glow highlighter. I do love a little bit of highlighter. I only have it on the apples of my cheeks, just above my blusher. I don't use a lot of it, and this one is matte enough to be subtle enough. This, I do believe that this comes in 2 shades. I'm not sure what the other one's called, but I think again it was only like £3. Well worth the money. Then I have these 2 concealers. Now, anyone who knows makeup knows that these are a dupe for the Tarte concealers. I use the lighter one as my concealer, and then the darker one I use as my contours. I just find that trying to find the perfect contour stick or palette it's very hard to find one that isn't cakey, that isn't sticky, that blends well. So for me, I just find that using a concealer, a darker shade of concealer, works great for. Then I have this CC cream. I do love foundation. I love the Estee Lauder, I think it's Youth something one. I love that, but this one, some days I don't want the feeling of foundation on my skin, but I still want that tint of colour, and I find that CC cream is, I don't know, it just feels better on the skin. And this one has an SPF of 30. I love when makeup has SPF in it. Any extra protection from the sun is always a bonus. Then I have this lipstick. I love the matte lipsticks from Primark. I must have taken the sticker off that said whatever shade this was. I have a few of these lipsticks, but this is the shade of it. Perfect sort of pale pink nudes. Can't go wrong with that. And the last thing on this side is, of course, a shimmery setting spray. Now, for me, I just find that makeup's not supposed to be boring. Makeup is supposed to be seen. Makeup isn't supposed to be barely there. This is just my opinions on makeup. I feel like if you're going to the effort of wearing makeup, then let it be seen that you're wearing makeup. It's supposed to be fun. I love a bit of glam, a bit of glitter, and this setting spray, not only does it keep your makeup in place all day, better than some of the more expensive ones, the shimmer is very subtle, but it's just like this sort of glow that you see when you move your face in certain lights. And I just think, what's better than that, for especially when you're going somewhere? In the pouches I have these makeup wipes. I do believe they've changed these, and for a long time they didn't have these in store, but the last time I bought these I did buy a fair few packets of them. And I know a lot of people say you shouldn't use makeup wipes, but as a retired beauty therapist, I find that they're okay to use. I especially use them for removing my mascara, because even with some makeup cleansers it can be tough to get rid of mascara, and nobody likes panda eyes. So I find that as long as you use these and are thoroughly cleansing and washing your face afterwards, then they're fine, because they can, makeup wipes obviously, they can leave a sort of oily greasy film on your skin. But like I said, as long as you are properly cleansing and washing your faces, and of course disposing of these properly, there is no harm in it. In the last pouch I have some more makeup brushes. I know that they don't do this set anymore in there, but I just think these brushes look so chic. I have two gold ones. I have a powder brush and an angled contour brush. They are super soft. I've never had any issue with these brushes. These ones are well used. Then I have this bronzy brown colour. These again, perfect, and for the price too. I think these packs were about £8 or £10, something like that, which is great for makeup brushes, when especially if the bristles stay intact, which these ones do. Then I have this burgundy set. I love this colour. This shade is so chic. It has a double-ended brush there, and of course no makeup kit would be worth its salt if it didn't have an eyelash colour, and this is from the Bold collection. This is my makeup one. I have a separate skincare eyelash colour, and this is my mascara one. This gets wiped down after every use. As you'll see, it is absolutely immaculate. I can't stand to have makeup all over my tools. I am the type of person that I do clean my makeup bags down after every use. I just have to. It's the perfectionist in me. Then I have these. I don't know how you get rid of the stains on them, and it does get to me, but then I have some well used beauty blenders, and as you can see they are so badly stained, but what can I do about that? Something I can't stop buying is makeup cases and makeup bags. I don't know what it is. As soon as I see one, especially if it's pink, I just have to have it. And not everything in here is makeup. This is it does contain some makeup, but I just use this as a storage for little extras. So I have an extra hand cream in this little pouch. Then I have another lip liner. This one is in the shade Velvet Touch. Like I said, such a bargain at 80 pence for these. I have the sharpener for all my pencils. Again, obviously it has to be pink. I then have another matte lipstick. This one is in the shade Naked Flame. Let's see what's it look like. Again, it's just another pinky nude, which is my favourite shades of lipstick. Then I have this dupe for the Huda Beauty lip tints. This is called Blur. It's very Y2K coded with the shade and the whole design. I'm not even sure if it is part of the Y2K collection from Primark. Then I have this Frosted Sugar lip balm. Again, the lip balms are so good. I haven't used this one yet because I'm still using the lip butter balm, and I'm the type of person, I can't have multiple products open at the one time. I am the type of person who will use something until it is done and then move on to something else. I have another matte lipstick. This one is in the shade Gossip. It's a bit of a darker nude. Another Y2K inspired product, it's this shimmer lip gloss. I love the little pom-pom detail, keyring aspect to it. It's so nice. This, look at that, the acrylic style applicator. It's just, I love that. It just feels so glamorous. I have another lip liner. This one is in the shade Rumour. I could just buy these in all the shades that they come in. And I have a backup of the lip butter balm that I was just talking about. This one is my favourite one. What I have in here is this perfume from Primark. It is called Golden Girl. The name alone made me want to buy it, but I'm not sure what this is a dupe of. But this one does smell very nice. It's a very chic scent, and of course the bottle looks so nice. The little bow, mind you, mine is a bit crushed from being in here. Also in this case I carry my little travel jewellery case with me. It's monogrammed, as you can see. Like I've said before, I like to stay in hotels a lot and I need somewhere to keep my jewellery, and this is a perfect little travel kit. Back to the makeup, and this from the new Y2K collection, their powder. I haven't used this one yet, so I don't know what it's like, but the packaging alone made me want to have it. It wasn't even that expensive. I think it was maybe about £4, £5, something like that. But the quilted design on the front, I think this is like the YSL, is it one, or Dior, something like that. Not too sure. I have an extra backup face wash. Every time, I notice that Primark don't always have this in stock, so anytime they do, I do buy a lot of them and stock up, because I mean, I find, like I said in my skincare video, I find it very difficult to get an actual face wash. Everything seems to be cleansers, not actual face wash, where I like to use water on my face and something that foams up, and this is one of the most gentle ones on my skin, I find anyway. I also have another Rose Glow Mist. I love this stuff. Like I said, I use this as a toner. I use this with some cotton pads. I don't spray it directly onto my skin. I like to use my toner with cotton pads and gentle dabbing, stroking motions up my neck and face. Next thing is such a must for anyone who suffers from headaches or migraines, having one of these little beaded gel eye masks. Pop this in fridge or the freezer for a couple of hours, place it on your head, your eyes. It works wonders for helping soothe a headache, but it also helps to depuff around the eye area. I love this. I just love the cooling effect, plus I love to squeeze these little things. Then I have a mini travel micellar water, because you always need that for taking off your makeup. And I have some fresh new beauty blenders. Can't go wrong with some backup ones, and of course they were pink, so I had to buy them. If you can't tell, I love pink. Then in here, because it is for travelling, I have my little silicone makeup brush cleaner. I love this. Before, I used to always do it the old school way, just using my hands, and I would think that was enough, but it really wasn't. And since I've been using this, I've noticed the biggest change in how clean I can get my brushes. Then I have this Valentine's Day collection eyeshadow palette. The packaging alone is just so beautiful, and this is the shades. Now these are perfect shades for a nice smoky evening look, a nice subtle yet glam evening look. And finally in here, these again are a must before you're doing your makeup, and it's these gold eye patches. I love popping these on for about 20 to 25 minutes before I'm about to do my makeup. I'll pop them on, go about doing some other things, let them do what they need to do, and then I just find that your concealer, especially your under eye concealer, goes on a lot smoother and blends a lot smoother using these. Like I said, I am replacing all of my makeup products from scratch again, so every time I buy something I will upload once I have another little collection. So if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for my next upload. Until next time.